So yes, I am quitting YouTube. Let's dive into why. So I started back in around 2022 when I was in Egypt, and the whole idea around my YouTube was to make dentistry easy for students especially. And if you look at my early videos, you'll see how bad they were. It was me trying to tutor people and understand things like how to administer anesthesia, what goes into it in terms of chemicals, etc., and the things that I was learning at university at the time. I did not really have a roadmap or a game plan, and I think that is the whole point of social media. We just don't know what we're doing initially, and as we go through the repetitions of it all, we start finding our niche and understanding who our audience really are. For me, that was the main thing. Once I understood that there were people out there that wanted more information about dentistry generally rather than studying it, I took a bit more of a turn towards providing information rather than trying to teach dentistry, especially as a student, where I have no place trying to actually teach the subject at all. And that's what took me on to the next part of my YouTube journey. So if you look at around 2023, I then switched up around October time, I still remember, and I said to myself, I'm going to make around one video a week. And I made that a promise to myself. I'm pretty sure I kind of kept that promise for at least a few months, and I was trying to vlog, show updates, what I was doing on a day-to-day and week-to-week basis at university, tell you more about my journey, and then this kind of transitioned into information around the ORE, because of course this is really important for a lot of people out there that want to come to the UK and practice as dentists. This seemed to work. The consistent once a week style video and upload was great. And the interactions I started getting from the audience was the reason that I carried on doing what I did. It was that continuous motivation to do more, and it was you guys that kind of dragged me through it. So I wanted to say thanks for helping me to build the confidence online and build a following in the same time as doing all of that. So I guess where does it go from here? Well, I hit the summer and I kind of felt as though making YouTube content was just getting harder and harder. It's not just a case of pointing the camera, shooting, recording, talking, and just getting on with it. YouTube is a bit more of a labor of love. You kind of have to spend time editing, you have to think about what you're speaking about, you have to plan things out a lot more. And for example, if I wanted to do a vlog or a week in the life of a dental student, I have to first understand my timetable and then think, where can I actually do the filming? What can I show you that will be interesting enough for you to watch the entire video? I don't want to have boring content on repeat that you could just see from last week or the week before that. Then finding things online and understanding whether or not there was actually any new information for dentistry, especially in the UK, was always a tricky thing. So you have resources like dentistry.co.uk, but the reality is you're not always going to find something that's interesting for you guys out there. So I guess for me, it was always a struggle. I was always trying to think, what am I going to do next week? What am I going to post next week? And then hitting the editing floor, cutting things out, putting things together, adding effects, dealing with the audio, etc. The list goes on. And it just became a bit more complicated than it was right at the start, where it was just film and post. So that's the problem with YouTube. In my opinion, it just became too time consuming. But I didn't want to let go of the whole online persona. I didn't want to let go of having something to be able to relay information to you guys out there. And that's why I switched over to TikTok. So if you don't know already, I am actually doing probably better on TikTok than I am here on YouTube. I know we've amassed close to 2,000 followers or subscribers here on YouTube, but over on TikTok, I'm roughly at the same number of followers. And I started this in the summer of 2025. So from the summer of 2025 till now, I have grown to the same extent that I have on YouTube after what's been roughly 3 years of consistent hard work. And the payoff just isn't the same. With YouTube, you really have to graft and you just never really see the outcome of it all. The interactions are a lot less. It's harder to actually manage the content. And I guess the audience is a lot more scattergun. So for me, it was just making a lot more sense to switch over to TikTok because it allows me to just, as I said right at the beginning, get the camera out, point at my face, talk about a simple topic, not have to edit anything, and just whack it online for you guys to digest. From there, I can interact with comments a lot easier, reply to videos at a touch of a button, and it just makes my life a lot more smoother. And what I've done since the summer is post at least one video a day on TikTok, and that's really helped me grow, and I'd highly recommend it to anybody out there to do the same thing. I'm fortunate enough that I've had the YouTube backing to kind of link the accounts almost, and this has massively allowed me to push my image a lot further. And I guess I've talked about this openly in the past as well. I am doing this to help you guys out, but of course I'm trying to help myself out as well. If I can build a bit more of an online brand, then when I am graduated as a dentist, I'm able to then use that leverage on my end. Whether that's going to help me out in my network, my career, or whatever it is, it will serve me at some point, which is why I'm trying to diversify and move things over to TikTok. And I invite you to go and check that out. Now, I don't want to entirely quit from YouTube, so I am not going to completely move away from it. I do want to dedicate time to it, but it will no longer be on a weekly basis. And if you look at my channel, you'll see that there are massive gaps, especially as I took over with the TikTok side of things. I have had huge gaps between my last video and then the next one, and so on and so forth. So what I will try to do now is commit to you guys one YouTube video a month. And in that monthly update, I will let you know what's going on in the world of dentistry, what's going on in my world generally, and with dentistry as a dental student abroad. And I'll just do a little bit of a catch up for you guys, whether that involves me vlogging, my lifestyle, whatever it might be, to keep you guys in the loop. But I strongly encourage all of you to check out the TikTok. Go follow it. It's under the same name, The Student. I'm using dots now, so the.stu.dent rather than underscores. And from there, you can kind of have a daily update as to what I'm doing. And I cover many topics, from studying abroad to dentistry generally, how to apply in the UK, and many other topics that will probably be of interest to you. I'm a lot more responsive on there than I am here on YouTube as well, and I'm really hoping that I'll catch you there. So guys, this isn't the end per se, but it's definitely an evolution of me moving myself to TikTok, doing a lot less on YouTube, but I hope I can catch you on the other side, and I'll try to do these monthly updates for you anyway to keep you in the loop. Anyway, I hope this update was relevant and explains why there's been a bit of an absence. I hope to see you on TikTok. Take care, guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.